Greetings, one and all, and welcome to a very special Al Fresco Week 4 of the Johnny Vegas Show. Al Fresco, as I'm sure you know, is Spanish for outdoors. Why am I outdoors? Well, let's just say the meeting I had with some of the people in Hollywood didn't go exactly as planned. So I thought it might be nice to do an episode from a beautiful, undisclosed location. So, without further ado, and waiting for cars to pass on by, here are this week's picks. Right off the bat, we got a matchup that is quite intriguing. It would be the Senators versus the Snake-Puss. Now, this is a great cross-division rivalry, as both teams are number 4 in their respective divisions. Now, I gotta give it to the Senators because they have some great stud quarterbacks at their disposal in Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers. Now, the Snake-Puss, though, is gonna have a benefit unforeseen by most, in the fact that a lot of their players are gonna be late rounders. And what that means is that they can run up the scoreboard late, and there's nothing that the Senators can do about it. However, I am still going to give this one to the Senators, but because of the danger involved, I'm only going to give it to them by 1 point. Senators by 1. Moving on, we have a great matchup coming up with the Terror taking on the Vandals. Now, normally I like these teams a lot better than I usually do. But in this case, both teams are facing, how can I put this? Disastrous losing streaks. One more loss and they're going to be toast. Now, the Vandals have got the bigger problems going in, because I've been looking at the point averages, and the only thing they got going for them is Eli Manning, and that's not all that good. Now, the Terror just pulled off a big trade upset this week. They have acquired the services of Reggie Bush and Des Bryant, and I think that alone would make the difference. Except this is the Terror we're talking about, so I'm taking the Terror by 7. Moving on, we got ourselves a great matchup. We got the Slaughterhouse versus the A-Holes. Now, it's a great matchup, but not for the reasons you think. Cars keep driving by. Slaughterhouse is no longer the dominant threat in the global division, because I know a little secret. This weekend, Steinhoff took me with him to his little Hollywood get-together. Let me tell you something about Steinhoff. He cares more about being a celebrity than he does about his team. A-holes don't have that problem. They're a team that have nowhere to go but up. And in this case, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt of going up by giving them this game by 9 points. However, keep in mind, the running game is going to be very exciting on both sides, so it will be close to the wire. But I'm still going to give this to the A-holes by 9. Up next, we have a good matchup in the Roughnecks versus the Thunder. Roughnecks, what happened? You're 0-3. You're nothing. You are what your record says you are. They are who we thought they were. And you guys are nothing. The Thunder finds themselves in the lead of their division. And it's all in their hands. All in their grubby little hands. So, I'm going to give this one to the Thunder by 33 points, and I'm making it my lock of the week. But, keep this in mind. Whichever team loses is going to do so by a low-scoring offense. This is going to be the most lopsided match of the week. And given recent history, I'm giving it to the Thunder, and I'm making it my lock of the week. And last but certainly not least, we have a barn burner of a matchup. We have the Hangmen taking on the Extractors. Both teams are the best in the global division. And between you and me and all these lovely trees, they're the best teams of the BPFFL. It's up to them who's the Super Bowl champ. Now, the Hangmen have some great things going for them in the fact that Peyton is a beast, and their defense and special teams are the best the league has to offer. Now, keep in mind, he's going against the Extractors, the only undefeated team left this season. Sadly, their streak ends this week. Not because the team is weak, but rather the team is facing a lack of depth in the tight end department. Their tight ends aren't that deep, and half their wide receivers will be on the bench on their bye weeks, getting their nails done and getting pretty. So with that in mind, Hangmen over Extractors by 20 points. Well, that's it for this special al fresco version of the Johnny Vegas Show. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go out and enjoy the fall foliage.
Scream disturbingly, performed removal of vocal cords.
Who wanted a large sausage?
2 minutes, 1 man.